Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today's hunt is actually going to be quite different from what we normally do here on the channel. I wanted to kind of have some fun and do a bit more of a realistic style hunt, and not like the realistic series that we used to do, but just more of we'll turn the HUD off and we'll not hunt around the water. We're just going to roam through the woods of Layton Lakes on random multiplayer servers and see if we can find some cool trophies, and we're also only going to be using the 4570 because this is considered to be a pretty great brush gun, and considering Layton Lakes is around the Washington, Oregon area, it's kind of a fitting map for this type of rifle and this type of playstyle. So let's go ahead and turn all the HUD elements off and see if we can find some cool trophies. A while back, we started a series called the Realistic Hunt series, and at first a lot of you really enjoyed it. It was some of my most popular videos on the channel, and then over time the series kind of died off, and by the time I finished doing it, a lot of people just did not have any interest in watching it. It was actually some of my worst performing videos. But I wanted to try and get back into it because there was a pretty hardcore fan base of that series that really enjoyed it and really wanted me to do some more. So I think this is kind of my compromise to try and make it so that everybody can be interested in a series like this, where we're not going quite as hardcore realistic as we would have in that series, but we're doing things like I said, turning off the HUD and not hunting around water, things like that, to try and make it so it's a little bit more of a realistic experience. And I hope that you guys can enjoy and appreciate a video like this, and hopefully we'll be able to bag a few nice trophies in the meantime. If we could find ourselves a diamond or a rare doing this, it would honestly be one of the most amazing things possible. But we do have a bear down there, so we should probably go see if we can take that thing down. Okay, so I hear this bear. It is extremely close. In fact, we're probably going to see it very, very shortly. Now, one thing that's going to be a little bit tough is the fact that I have no way to tell what direction the wind is blowing. So there's really no way to know if we're downwind of an animal or if we're upwind of an animal, which is going to make this very interesting. I'm definitely curious to see how this is going to go, because we're probably going to spook a few things off that we didn't want to, just because we have no idea where the wind is going. Now, we should be pretty hidden in these trees. Now, the question is, where is this bear? Because, oh my gosh, hello there. Oh my gosh, it's right there. It is a good thing that these trees hide you. We can't really see what our visibility is like because the HUD's off, but this might be the closest I've ever been to a black bear without its... Oh, it noticed us. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was insane. I can't believe that just went down that way. We got it. With probably the flick of the century for me. I have no idea how I managed to actually vitally hit that thing. I had to react so quickly, but we managed to connect the shot on an aggressive black bear. That's crazy. It's not too often you even get the black bear to go aggressive, so that was pretty wild. We're off to a great start, and we disconnected from the server. Well, I'm not even gonna get to see where we shot it. Alright, on to another server. So it looks like we actually just spooked off some whitetail deer. We might just sit here and wait for them to come back. I would like to take that buck out. I think it would be cool to get a whitetail buck out of its feed zone. So we're just going to sit here real quickly and wait for this thing to come back over. And hopefully it'll give us a good shot. Alright, so here's our deer. They're finally coming back. That is the doe right there. Now, hopefully we can see the buck as well. I assume that it's going to come back as well since the doe is. So I guess we'll see very shortly where he's going to come out from. There he is. There is our buck right there. Now is our chance, I think. Let's see if we can get this guy down. That looked like it was a good shot, and gonna be able to get her down as well, so this should be a 2-for-1 deal. And it is. We managed to bag both of them, and that is not the gun we're using today, but I've got it on me just in case I need it. And that is a pretty decent shot right there on that female whitetail deer. But the buck is the one that we're more interested in, and it did score gold, so that's pretty nice. 193.90, just barely made it, but we got a good double lung shot and it took him down quickly. Alright, so we got ourselves another black bear in front of us, and this one actually is a male, so hopefully it'll be a good size one. I have yet to see it, and I'm hoping the wind isn't bad. So let's see if we can sneak up on it and take it out with the 4570, and maybe we'll actually get to claim this one, unlike the first one. Although it's really seeming like the wind might be bad because it's constantly doing warning calls, which is not a good thing. I guess we'll have to see how this goes. I'm just going to continue sneaking and hope for the best. Ooh, there we go. There it is. That is a level 5 black bear right there. 75 meters away. This should be a makeable shot. Let's just take our time. That looked solid. That looked to be a very solid hit, and he is going down. And he's down. That was a pretty awesome encounter right there. Seeing this black bear kind of out in a clearing. That's definitely a cool way to find him. You know, I always have so much fun doing videos like this. It makes me wonder why I don't do random things like this more often. I mean, we started doing the random wheel recently again, and we started doing the diamond with every gun series again, and you know, doing those again makes me wonder why I ever stopped, and it's kind of the same with things like this. It makes me wonder why I stopped doing weird things like turning off my HUD for a hunt, or just going with no scopes for a hunt, like little things like that. And I'm thinking that we might do more of this in the future. Alright, so we're actually gonna double back and chase after these tracks, because this is a max weight estimate moose track, which could turn out to be something pretty great if we can just figure out where it went. I don't remember seeing too many of these tracks coming over here, so I'm wondering if maybe we just weren't following the same path as this guy, but it does appear that it is a very nice moose, so let's try to track it down and see if we can bag it. Well, I had said we were going to stay away from water, but unfortunately his zone led us straight to the water. So we're going to make one exception, considering this is probably where this guy is going to be. Let's just real quickly check all these to see what they are. It looks like it's not really anything crazy, but let's go ahead and grab that. That's his feed zone, so he's definitely here. We had to have just spooked him off. He's got to be just down this lake. He's got to be just down the shore of this lake. Yeah, this is a just now track. He has to be really close then. That might be a different moose, but that's definitely not the one that we're after. Is that our moose? Oh, that definitely is. It's a big level 4 moose, actually. Let's get lined up on this thing. This is going to be a tough shot. But I think we can do it, provided he gives us a broadside angle. I was so busy looking at the deer across the water that I didn't even realize this guy was right here. But sure enough, that's our moose, and it looks like he's being a little bit stubborn. However, he is starting to come down towards us, so I think we should be able to make a shot very shortly. And that guy is about 90 away now. Let's go ahead and try this if we can. Now, the 4570 does have pretty good penetration on something like a moose, so I think it should do perfectly fine. Let's just move up a little bit, and that should be a solid hit. It should do plenty well, and in fact, he's actually running right at us, so we could probably get a second shot if we get the chance, because it's actually looking like it might not have worked out the way that I thought it would. Maybe that second shot will do the trick, though. That scared me so bad. Of course there's somebody else here. Of course somebody else is over here. And it's a speed hacker. This is what's wrong with Call of the Wild right now. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but this is what's wrong with the game. Please fix this. I would love it. I would love it if we could just get rid of cheaters forever, because it's the most annoying thing to run into. For reasons like this, and I am going to leave this in the video because I think it is something that needs to be made, I guess people need to be made aware of the reasons why modding is bad, and it's for stuff like this, because I talk so many times about how modding is bad for the game, and there's still some people that just don't believe me, but you guys just saw it right here. Somebody literally ran straight up speed hacking, shot the moose that we were after, and then raced off. There's really nothing that you can do to defend somebody like that. This is why we need an anti-cheat in the game, and why there should be at least some type of measures to stop people from being able to use mods while in multiplayer, at the very minimum. I'm not entirely against people using them in single player. If you're doing it in your single player, like, it's your game, it's whatever, but if you're doing it in multiplayer, you just ruin the experience for other people. And so I think they really should attempt to make some type of way to stop it in multiplayer. Alright, well, I guess we'll finish this video off in single player, since we are having a really hard time in multiplayer between getting disconnected from the first server, having a cheater literally steal a moose from us in the second server. I think it's time we just go to single player and hunt around here and hope that we can find some good stuff in single player, though I'm expecting it to be roughly the same, just without the cheaters. And what am I looking at? Well, that was interesting. I had been told that this was a bug right now with the ducks, but I had never actually seen it in person. That was something interesting. That was really interesting. You know what? We actually have a level 4 moose right there, so we're still gonna get to take one out. Though this does seem to be a much smaller level 4 moose, it's at least still a level 4. So let's go take it out. Let's get revenge on, or for that moose that we ended up losing in that last server. Actually, never mind. I am a little more interested in that. That is a level 2 black bear. That is not a common sight. Let's chase that down instead. Believe it or not, it's actually extremely rare to find a level 2 black bear male. So I'm always really interested whenever we do find one. This is definitely something I'll target over that level 4 moose, because you really just don't see these. I think I've only killed one in the past, so this will be my second one if we can manage to sink a good shot into it. Now, as long as we just keep walking until it goes attentive, just like that, then we should be okay and it shouldn't spook off. In fact, this is about perfect right here. Let's hope that we can make this shot. It's gonna be tough, but I think we just got it. I am almost positive that shot connected the way we needed it to, and it definitely did, because that bear is dead right there under that bush. That went just about as good as it could have gone, and there's a level 3 bear. Well, it's at least one level higher. Alright, let's go ahead and claim this bear right here and see just how small it really is. This one is a 14.30 male, didn't even make silver, 90.74 kgs. That is about as small as they get, though there is an extremely low chance that you can find a level 1 male black bear. But it's just about as rare as finding a level 8 female red fox, which is almost non-existent, so you can imagine how hard it is to find one. But that is still pretty cool. It's nice to get something you don't see every day, even if it is kind of on the opposite end of what most people would consider a trophy. It's still interesting to get one. So let's go ahead and move on, and honestly, I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video there. End it on kind of a high note, if you will. I thought this was a pretty fun video. It was definitely enjoyable besides getting chased around by that cheater, but other than that, it was a pretty fun experience, and I think I'll do some more of these in the future. Let me know what types of no HUD hunts you would like to see in future videos. I mean, I might even do like a full live stream of grinding whitetail for the Great One without using my HUD, just to kind of make things interesting. Because I think that could be pretty fun. It would really cause me to like focus on how many shots I've fired, how many times I've changed my zero distance so I don't accidentally zero it to the wrong distance. I think it could be fun, but you guys let me know what you would like to see. And also, if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below if you guys enjoyed this, and like I said, let me know what you guys would like to see. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!